Hello and welcome everybody. My name's Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com and I'm here with the gorgeous Gemini January Tarot reading. Thank you so much for joining me today. So, welcome to the new year 2021, and that's WON 1 because we're winning this year. So if you are new, please consider subscribing to my channel and don't forget to hit that notification bell right now. Okay, let's go to the board and see what the cards have to tell us this year. You can do this like pick a card and pick a number 1 to 5, or you can do this by time, week 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and week 5 are the last 3 days because there's 31 days in January, or you can just take the whole lot of cards as a group and see which bits apply to you. Okay, so card number 1, let's look at that. I like to have a little vision before I turn the card over, and I'm going to go with this one. Okay, so closing my eyes, what do I see? There's a dark furry animal here in front of me. It's some sort of wild animal. It's like a bull, but it's not a bull. It's some, I don't even know what they're called. It's like a moose or I can't see it very clearly actually, and it's stamping, it's not actually stamping its feet, it's sort of doing some sort of mating ritual or something like that. Trying to think of that. It's like a moose. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I really don't know what that means. It might relate to Canada and America, maybe some sort of mating ritual. Your mind might be on romance this month, gorgeous Geminis. The card that comes out is the Wheel of Fortune. I love this card because this card is basically telling us that everything changes, okay? It's like a new cycle is beginning. The Wheel of Fortune is constantly turning, and it's like there's a new chapter in your book of life commencing, gorgeous Geminis. So yeah, there might be something here. I'm getting the word rutting. I'm not sure what animals rut. Are they deer? Are they moose? Are they you know, some sort of animals like that? But I know rutting's got something to do with mating. So there it is for the second time. Okay, maybe you're thinking about having children or expanding your family in some way. Looking at, okay, and just on that point, it could be meaning fertility, creation, creativity, bringing, if you're not thinking about having a baby, it could be starting a brand new project, like a new business, or maybe a major art project, or, you know, something that's going to take up your time considerably. Next card, card number 2, there's a blue car in front of me here in spirit. Blue can be associated with lots of different things. It's a sort of tending to be a more bright blue, so it doesn't feel like depression or anything like that. Cars are about your independence and how you get around in the world, and blue could be saying it's more sort of calm and peaceful, which is a good thing, and we need that this year. And in a previous video I mentioned that I got the keyword for the new year on New Year's Eve, and it is quiet. So it's important to be quieter this year because we need to listen more to what other people have to say. Okay, so the card that comes up is the 10 of Pentacles, a lot of blue in the background here. This is about your money. It's the end of a cycle, so you might be finishing a job, or perhaps you had a house or some real estate investments, and you may have sold, and you're collecting the money from that. If you're a real estate agent, this is a great card, but any dealings with real estate are favourably blessed, and your finances are also favourably blessed. And so the creation could be the creation of money if that's what you want to do. See here, she's dressed in gold. And this is the solar plexus energy. It's about success, achievement, accomplishment, self-confidence, self-esteem, building yourself up. And if you're having difficulties with accomplishing things, finishing things, starting things, you procrastinate, you think, oh, that's a great idea, and you procrastinate and you don't actually do it. It could be that maybe your father was not a good role model to show you or teach you how to actually start things, how to work on them and stick to it until they were finished, and how to finish off the whole project so you got what you wanted in the end. Maybe he didn't teach you how to get what you want in life. So you need to find that in yourself. Sometimes people find it through another person, like through a partner. If you're a woman, then you might marry a man who is some way like your father, so that will help you resolve the energies of your father. But he is not your father, and he'll never be your father, even if there's some similarities. And so, you have to find it within yourself to resolve these things. But yeah, this is a very favourable card for money, and suggests that you're going to get more of it. Terrific. Okay, gorgeous Geminis, let's have a look at the third card. Okay, let's go with that one. Trees with pink flowers. Pink is self-love. It's unconditional positive regard for yourself. Okay, it's compassion, it's kindness. And once you have that positive regard for yourself, that helps you have positive regard for other people. So that's when the compassion and the kindness comes in, because then you can understand the situation that they're in, put yourself in their shoes to some extent. Now, just because you might be compassionate and kind towards other people, of course, does not give them the right to insult you or ridicule you or make you small in any way. And so if you find people doing that, then you just have to move on and move away from them, because you'll be raising your vibration. And I think it was Jim Rohn said decades ago that you were the sum of the 5 people closest to you, which basically means that you're picking up the energy of the 5 people closest to you. So, if it's not wholesome, good energy, then, it might be time to reconsider who's close to you. Here's another card about money, the 2 of Pentacles, and this suggests that the money is on your thoughts a lot this month. In the traditional interpretation of this card, it doesn't indicate whether it's positive or negative, whether there's money coming in or money going out. But I always feel optimistic about this card. Just the colours, and the combination, the blue and green, because blue and green always go good together in my mind. When I went to school, when the primary school, when in the 60s, it was a real thing. Blue and green shouldn't be seen unless there's a colour in between, which is a load of rubbish. But you'll see here she's got that red lipstick, which goes well too. So this says growth, opportunity, blue, and it can be peaceful, it can be calm, it can be bright, and with this red is a bit of action behind it. Okay, so you may need to take action. It might not be that the money comes to you because you won the lottery or something. It comes to you as a result of your own actions. Okay, now looking at the next card, gorgeous Geminis, what do I see for January? Happy New Year, by the way. Okay, so that is cards want to come over. I saw the one underneath that, but I'm going to take this one, which I didn't see. So I think it was this one. Yep, that was the one that I saw, but I'm not taking that one. I'm taking this one. And so I'm going to close my eyes and see what I can see. A door opening in front of me. It's a bit dark. It means that, yes, there's a future here, but you don't know what it is because it's darker. So what you do is you bring light to the situation. I get you walking in the door and turning sharp left, because that's the way that the corridor goes, sharp left. Moving to the left, your creativity, your intuition, your psychic ability, and again your feelings, the world, those sort of Piscean watery feelings. And even though you're an air sign, you're more logical, analytical, intelligent, communicative. These are your sort of standard default traits. But yeah, I get you wanting to be more, or getting more in touch with this creative side. Okay, so this card that comes up is the Seven of Swords. This is about your thinking, and it suggests that, I'll tell you the original meaning was, it's called Thief in the Night card, and it's like somebody sneaks into a camp and steals the swords. But that's a very negative interpretation, and I don't really see it that way, because she's got such bright yellow legs, and because the colour's bright, I don't see it as a negative. And so how I interpret this card is there's a lot of logic going on, and you're moving away. You've been in a difficult situation, and it's actually your thoughts that are saving you and getting you to move out of that situation into a better situation. But decisions have to be made in order to do that, and practical action has to be taken. So she's put these two swords into the ground. So her thoughts, the swords of truth are your thinking, okay? Thinking the truth and being honest with yourself, and putting them in the ground basically means making it physical, taking action and making it physical. Now, these tents in the background that are open can mean travel, but obviously now in these COVID times, travel's not a good idea. Even if you can travel, it's more likely to mean that the chakras are opening up and letting things out. So you may have situations where the past is coming back to you. You hear information about the past, and see you're looking back at the past. You've moved on from the past, but you're looking back because you hear news about someone, there's a school reunion, an old boyfriend contacts someone in your family or something like that, you know. So might be even an old job comes up, and you're like, will I apply for that job that I used to do? Okay, only you can work it out whether the past is worthwhile going back to. But if it's an ex-lover that you hear something about, or comes back in some way, just remember why he's an ex, okay? There might be, you know, there might be something in your body that is still there and blocked, and now it's coming up for release. It wants to be released from your body, this trapped energy, which could be, you know, emotions like you might have been very disappointed or betrayed or hurt because something happened, and that's been in your body for a very long time, and now it's coming up. It's coming out of your open chakras, making its way up your body and out. So yes, do look back on the past, but don't get stuck in the past, because you are actually moving forward now. Okay, that was a very long, drawn-out explanation of that card. So it was a bit of a different flavour to usual. Okay, looking at the last card for you gorgeous Geminis in this month, January. And what do we come up with? I'll go with that one. Closing my eyes, I see an elephant. An elephant never forgets. That's right. I see... it's someone like an emperor, like a Roman emperor, Nero, or someone like that, putting the olive branch, you know, they had the wreaths that they wore on their heads, and it was like olive leaves, and so olive leaves can be an olive branch, refer to an olive branch. So somebody from the past, maybe, or somebody in an authority figure situation, somebody you perceive as more powerful than you, may offer you an olive branch. They may not apologise for something that happened in the past, but they might make contact or try to smooth it over. Really, you should get an apology, but they may not want to do that. But you know, reading between the lines, that is their intent. It's sort of like a gutless, lame way of apologising. it could be a former lover, because look at this big rose here. Okay, now that we've all been through what we've been through in 2020, which has been an absolute dog's breakfast, this year, with the keyword being quieter, people are going to become more self-reflective, and they may realise what they did to you in the past. And there's a spiritual connection there. See these white roses? That indicates that spiritual love or spiritual connection. So this could be an ex or somebody, maybe you weren't even in a relationship. Maybe it was just somebody that you and he or she, you were very, very connected spiritually, and there was a type of love there, but it didn't work out for some reason. But Four of Cups doesn't, necessarily say that it's the past. This could also be a new relationship starting. It could be very close friendship or a love relationship. Spirit is handing you this cup of energy, of love energy and spiritual connection. If you want to take it, it's up to you. But the feelings are there. Because it's cups, the feelings are there. Whether or not it becomes physical and turns into an actual relationship or not, who knows? That's down the track. There's a lot of growth here. And this gold is a sense of achievement and also getting things done. Your self-esteem improves, your self-confidence improves. Maybe there was something in the past and you were with someone or wanted to be with someone, and now you've grown and now you hear something about them, but you don't want to be with them anymore. Because this gold is a great colour and it's a high vibration. And so the question to ask yourself is, do they have the same or similar vibration as you? Now, you might find that your vibration has increased, but maybe they haven't. Okay, so that's a bit of a different type of interpretation too. But Four of Cups can also mean happiness, contentment, feeling your emotions and getting in touch. Even if there's nobody in the external world, it can be just getting in touch with those emotions within yourself. Okay, so a bit of a focus on money for you this month, some decisions to be made. Try not to, look at the past and just remember it's the past, and feel the feelings around that. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is close my eyes and see what I can see for you, gorgeous Geminis, in January 2021. Okay, so I've got Mother Mary here. First it was a statue of Mother Mary, and she's here with the baby Jesus, and she's like right here in front of me, and it looked like a statue, and she had like a veil over her head and a bit over her face. But then it's like it comes to life. It's like it's real, and Mother Mary is a real energy. Okay, so Mother Mary is really good to, ask for help if you're especially if you're having issues with your family, okay? She can help you sort out things and resolve any problems you're having with your family. There's white roses here in front of me. So that brings me back to this card again with the white roses. And it might be that there's something to do with a very spiritual connection with a family member, and it comes back from the past, something that happened in the past, and there's something there between you that needs to be resolved. Okay, but it is a beneficial energy, okay, so I don't want to put a downer on it. Now they're showing me the red rose. It's love. There's a love relationship there, or a love connection there, in spirit at least. Okay, they're showing me green. That means growth. It means you can get past it. Whatever the issue is with this family member, you can get past it. And now I'm walking down a corridor, and there's lots of silver on the walls. So silver blings, like sort of glittering walls in front of me, and that just says it's like the soft feminine side is reflecting the light. Okay, so bringing more light into a situation, and more light means you'll feel lighter about it. You won't have the heavy feelings about it. So there's some peace. Now there's a pair of scissors here cutting your nails. Okay, so you might have felt at some point that you needed to protect yourself, and cutting nails are about protection, and so you can afford to cut your nails now because you can have a little bit more vulnerability because you're going to be perfectly safe and you don't have to be concerned that they're going to attack you in any way. Okay, and what else for gorgeous Geminis? Yes, so cups of tea and cups of coffee and maybe meals together and things like that. More connection. It might start small before it builds up to like a family meal. It might just be one-on-one conversation with a cup of tea or coffee. Okay, particularly if you're in the northern hemisphere, because I see snow. Okay, so it's winter time in the north, so you know it's likely to happen this winter. Colours are yellow and green, happiness, contentment, growth, opportunity. And the snow is melting, and maybe there's an early spring because I see like the little shoots coming up through the snow as the snow is melting. And the leaves starting to grow on the trees, and you know things get warmer quicker. In one way, like on a personal level, you think that's good because it's spring and it's beautiful early spring. I don't know what happens to the rest of the season. See, weather's getting all mucked up, and yeah, mucked up weather. We might hear stories about birds migrating, going to the wrong place, or something about the weather and birds, or wildlife dying because of they're all mucked up. Okay, what else do I see for gorgeous Geminis? Timing. There's somebody going like this. Don't be late. Okay, timing is important. Oh, okay, that's why they're talking about the weather, because it's not just the weather, it affects everybody and everything. We're all interconnected. So the timing of things could be mucked up. So we need to, especially if you're in the north, need to make special effort to double check all timings, because there's some problem with timing going on at the moment in whole world, basically, in the whole world, yes. Okay, but particularly in the north. Okay, anything else for gorgeous Geminis? Okay, so I see, it's about the vaccines, blood tests, medical authorities. Okay, so as far as timing goes, if you have any medical issue, you want to do it earlier, sooner rather than later, because they're just absolutely snowed under this winter. I would be, you know, getting all manner of medications and things like that that I need, and stocking up on them. I'm not talking about hoarding, but what you need, I would have extra because, you know, you don't have to go crazy, but everything's going to take much longer. And again, I must say that timing is mucked up. Okay. All right, so that's it, gorgeous Geminis, for January. Happy New Year, and thank you so much for joining me today. If you are new, please consider subscribing to my channel and hit that notification bell right now. I'm wishing you a very wonderful month and all the best. Okay, see you again soon, and bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website absolutesoulsecrets.com for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.